this whole bottom, including tunnel, into the E30. So in this episode, we are going to take a look if this complete bottom, including tunnel, will fit in the E30. So I'm going to wait a little bit with the front frame rails to see where we're going to end up. And we don't make any mistakes on those before we get the floors all figured out. And then of course, this piece of the bulkhead, can we take apart and go inside E30 as well? Is it possible to get one piece of the front, well, bar where the window is in and where the dashboard will be in, make fit inside the E30 window beam? The window beam of the E30 is really big and, well, deep, so we can lengthen it, shorten it, so we don't change the shape of the window, but only the shape where the dash will fall in from this to the E30. So this is kind of an exciting episode with lots of cutting and measuring to see what will end up. Hopefully we can do some at the frame rails as well, but you gotta wait and see how far we can come. The first thing I'm going to do is take all the carpets out, all the insulation of the bulkhead out, cables, everything that's in our way. So the complete front of the inside and outside in the engine bay will be stripped. Well, okay, now we have an overall view on where the spot welds are and what the exact shape is of the complete bulkhead. It will be a lot of work to get all out, but the shape is kind of straight on, straight to. So let's see on the E30 and see if the brain can come up with something to get it all in. And well, the shapes are still around and about the same as we look at the corners, only there's a little bit more bends in here. So we need to take a look at that. Probably we're going to drive with some big wheels. So the first challenges are arising. Let's see on the other bottom plates again and start some measurements. Maybe the whole bulkhead will be a little bit more forwards so that there's plenty of room anyway. Okay, so frame legs, heights, depths, almost around and about the same. Actually, this bulkhead is a little bit more forward so that we don't lose any space in the wheel arches. And I think, well, it's all rotten over there. So if we get that all out, we need to fix it anyway. Maybe that's a good point to shove this whole thing in and then lengthen the final bit so we got the original shapes and strengths back. And we use a lot of the new strengths on the chassis. So I think I'm just going to cut everything out, want to throw all the shit away anyway, and then hopefully leave only the bottom plates and the stuff that we will need. It's a little bit wider though, so we can cut roughly everything off real quick. Well, I don't think it will be quick, but I think that's the fastest way to see how much room we will have and if we can hopefully get this in there or at least use a lot of parts. Well, okay, that's the roof off. Now off to the front. I'm going to just roughly cut the whole front nose off so that we can leave it as original as possible, so we have enough room and material to get it all fitted in the E30. Well, okay, looks like that we've got some more room to play. Now I want to get the side rockers off so that there will be only a bottom plate and a complete bulkhead left. So maybe then we can tinkering about how to fit all that.
My love, let's talk about love. Tell me what do you like? Tell me where do you wanna see me naked? Let's talk about love. Tell me what do you like? Tell me what do you la.
Well, a million hours of cutting and grinding later, we've got it all, well, prepared to get some fitment in the E30. Actually, the width of that point onto that point is almost exactly the same as the top point of the dashboard in the E30. So that's looking promising. But there's not much left anymore. Now let's get the final stuff grinded out. There are some points that I want to get rid of so that we've got a clean bulkhead and everything, well, as clean and prepared to check on, well, to see if we can get it under tomorrow. Okay, that is one side really looking, well, like something we can work with. Everything is thin lined now. We, of course, going to reinforce it or maybe hammer and dolly it upwards so we can spot weld it in again. But first, we need to take a look how the fitment will be. Final bit is this side. To get the outer piece on, that we only have a dashboard beam or the front window beam over. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, but that we are going to find out. I need to remove the window dashboard beam as well, and we can later on fit it into there, if possible, of course. So let's find out and go ahead.
Let's talk about I'm gonna be better than you thought. I promise I won't jealous. You don't deserve it all. I'm gonna be better. Let's talk about.
The rest of the body is on the subframe, so this should be straight now. I'm going to reinforce it or put some little beams under the bottom so it will stay straight, and then we can start cutting the E30. And of course, first get some extra reinforcements in, so it's not going to move anywhere with more cutting. And then hopefully we can fit it soon. Okay, so I made the reinforcement on the inside a little bit higher, so we've got some room to play, and in the engine bay some extra reinforcement. So, well, I'm just going to cut out the whole bulkhead and then see if I can just, well, first of course measure it down on where it's going to sit, and then maybe just shove it in for a bit and see if we can come up high enough and if we are able to get this all in. That's a big old hole. We're inside the E30 right now. Now we got some room to play. I will go and explain to you, set up the stuff that I want, and I'm going to try to explain what the idea is, how to get this all fitted in here. Let's get the yellow M3 stuff in this grey ugly beast. Well, this is what it's going to be. No, we're not aligned everywhere yet, but in my field, it's getting close. So we got a big chunk out of the chassis now. So now I want to put the laser in and mark down exactly how wide or how small we need to be, and then how much room we got left to roll the sides, that we can make a new spot weld or new weld connections with the original chassis. Okay, so well, this is the plan. Align it with the chassis, then now we can see how wide or how small it needs to be, and then let's do that all around from the inside and the outside. So this is the outside, and we're going to do that on the bottom plates over here as well, so that we can see where the bottom will end, will start, will join together, so that we got every line of the E30 on the F80, and then we can move ahead. And then we've got the neck checkup. So this is the line straightened out with the rocker at top, and when the thing we just have, it comes straight up to here, and that it does. So we're working in a straight line now, so that's a good sign. So let's tape this one off, grind or tape this one off as well. Yes, tape this side off as well. Next side, and then we got our base on how we're going to do this plan. Okay, so we've got all the marks for Operation Craziness. Oh, hello compressor, thank you so much. Operation Craziness bottom, but of course there are some good things as well. So this is the end of the original tunnel, and the piece of bottom that we've got, well, as you can see, I'm missing some small bits over there, but yeah, well, that's fixable. So I think we're going to use the complete stuff and shove that all in. Get all the old out, so no rusty crusty anymore, all the new in, and it will all just be one piece in the end. Crazy. So all the lines, this is operations all the way up. Then operations over there. We've got some work to do. Well, what do you all think about this? Can we get this done? I had hoped we could shove it in a tiny bit in this episode, but as you can see, this is a little bit too much from the good to get it all upwards a little bit. And well, I'm almost 100% sure that I'm going to remove the top beam so we can shove it in later. Because the cool thing is, I think that will fit in right in between the upper parts where the desk is in. That's a little bit wider than at the bottom with the rockers. So, piece for me that I will get this in later on. So the first thing in the next episode, get that off, some cutting. So the next episode will be crazy cool. Getting all in, more cutting out of the bottom plate, and well, let's get it all in. Thank you all for watching this episode. If you want to see what we did or how far we came along already, go watch the latest episodes. And see you in the next episode. Like and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and of course, discuss with me what I'm doing. See you all in the next episode. Bye.